Hi everyone, welcome back to True Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be something that I have not done in a really long time. With additional piles, we are going to be finding out what has the person on your mind realized about you. We have 5 piles for today's reading from the left to right. The first pile is 9 of Wands along with the yellow agate. The second pile is Citrine along with the 10 of Pentacles. The third pile is Ocean, Jasper and the Queen of Wands. The fourth pile is 2 of Hearts and the Phosphosiderite. Last but not the least, the fifth pile is Rose Quartz and the card of 3 of Wands. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm gonna begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the yellow agate and the card of 9 of Wands, this is going to be your reading about what has the person on your mind realized about you. I do have few pre-shuffle cards. I'm gonna open them as I feel guided to. I'm gonna take this card first. Tidy house, clarity and organization. The 9 of Wands. I wonder if you had an argument with this person, which makes me think that this person was very, very defensive and they thought ill of you. I think that you triggered something in this person that may be a very, very soft spot, it's a very sensitive topic for this person. It could be about trust, it could be about betrayal, it could be about love, it could be about friendship, it could be about trust, is what I'm picking up. And I think that this person suddenly became defensive. They may have said things about you, or I feel like this person may have developed a false opinion about you. It's like very quickly this person started thinking ill of you because of whatever happened. Um, and I think that this person's perspective of you is still not very clear. I'm going to be very, very honest. I think this person still perceives you from what had happened, and till the degree of what this affects them, till the degree at which this affects this person. Excuse me, I'm not able to form my sentences correctly. I think that this person, if they're still very hurt about it, they're still thinking ill. But the sooner that the wound is drying up, it's almost like their vision is getting better about you, because when they were triggered, they were very triggered. Okay, so they were thinking the worst of the situation, but now that it's getting better, the healing from it, that distortion of where it was speaking from trauma is going away. So now they're able to see you from a better perspective. But again, it's not completely there. That's what I pick up from spirit. I think that they may have phases, or they still pretty much have skepticism, or I don't know, this person thinks of you to be a little bit skittish, a little bit petty, a little bit like you do seek revenge and you have pride. I think that they think that if somebody crosses you, you're not like someone that would easily let them back in. So if they have said something, they do see you as a little bit wary of them and guarded. Nevertheless, I think that they are realizing that they may have done some things that they can't take back as well. And I don't think that they're the most happiest person about this, but I think that in terms of how they feel, they're still pretty adamant about what the kind of perception that they hold about you. I don't see a lot of change. I think that this situation still may be pretty. I'm getting the words wounded, so maybe they're not completely healed, or it takes a little bit of. I'm hearing from spirit that it's gonna take them a little bit more like deep introspection to see why they feel so negatively about you, because of what. It's like I feel like it's an accumulation, like you touched a very soft spot by whatever happened, and there were a lot of other things that were adding to this, but it's like it just, it just opened up a doorway for other things. It's like an overreaction. I'm not invalidating this person's feelings, but I do feel that, maybe their reaction was a little bit extra. Possible, okay? Possible. So we have the Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. What do they say? What do they say? What do they say? Here, what do they say? It's like this person probably talks about you a lot. A Sagittarius energy and Scorpio. This person talks a lot about your exes. This person likes to talk about your past love life. This person is a gossip monger, is what I'm hearing, and they're pretty complex. One moment they're talking about your good things, one moment they're talking about what you did and why they separated themselves from you, or why whatever happened, XYZ. Yeah, this person is a very complicated energy, because I feel like it's like this person trusts you deep down, but I don't know who is in their ear. They talk to other people about it. Maybe this person takes a lot of opinions. That's why they remain confused. But there's one specific person or a couple of people that they talk to. I'm hearing specifically their friends or their siblings. That really tend to confuse this person, because they are speaking from their own experience and their own lens and walk of life. It's almost what I feel. I'm gonna take this card. We have breathe in, courage, exhale, doubt. So this says, strike a pose. It's no secret that there are numerous mental and physical benefits to yoga. The practice is focused on breathing, strength, flexibility, and can really elevate the effects of anxiety. Even if you are adamant that yoga isn't for you, there is no harm in giving it a go. There are plenty of online video classes if you want to try out, or you don't feel comfortable joining a class. I think what this person has realized, that they may have been wrong somewhere. That's what I'm intuitively picking up. They may have gone slightly wrong in understanding something, and I think this person may have just gone along with it. I don't know what's your personal situation with this person, of course, but see how this fits with your story, because I feel like maybe this person misunderstood a small thing about you and they chose to run with it. So it's almost like this person may have a little bit of, I think it's a very small part of them which feels guilty that they can change the story, but they keep overriding the truth. It's almost like their intuition tells them something about you and they keep overriding it, if that makes sense. Like it's like this person feels comfortable in sticking with the story that they keep telling themselves. I don't know how it serves them. I think it's a little bit about self-awareness, because this ties in with their trauma, right? And I think that when you touch that spot, there was something definitely karmic that happened between the both of you. And I think that when you touch that spot with this person, it's like they just had to tell themselves that you're the bad guy, why it hurts so much. But if this person actually listens to that small guilty consciousness that tells them that no, there's something good about you also as well, and if they run with that story, it would change the whole narrative, and it would force them to self-introspect and seek more awareness about why did they react the way they did. Does that make sense? I believe it does, for whoever this is for. I'm going to take this card in the reverse. So, feeling alone in reverse, 5 of Pentacle energy. Well, this person likes to make themselves feel like they're the right person. They like to, it's almost like maybe this person projects a lot of how they feel about themselves. Well, this is all of us, but I think that in specification, this person, if they say something a lot to you about yourself, this is actually what they think about themselves, or they're judgmental about. If they say that, you can't be trusted, it's almost like this person feels like they are too flippity floppity to be trusted. There's somewhere where this person is actually telling you how they really are or how they feel about themselves, and what they perceive about themselves, or what perception they hold about themselves, and they were constantly projecting. Like if this person constantly kept on telling you something, or calling you names, or saying something, or belittling you in a manner, it's like this person was telling you how they really feel about themselves, and what they judge about themselves, basically. So with feeling alone in the reverse, this could talk about some sort of maybe attention seeking habit, or maybe this person having trust issues. I'm not sure how this ties in, spirit. Feeling alone is a tricky card to be in reverse. This talks about maybe that this person pretends like they're doing well without you, but they're not. Because I don't completely trust this energy of feeling alone. It's some sort of deceptive energy with this, because it's like I'm portraying myself to be okay, but then I'm not. And then with the breathing exercises that were just mentioned over here, it almost gives me that this person I can't ignore the message, but I feel like this person knows that they've done something wrong over here. They have misjudged you. Maybe you did make a mistake, but maybe they downplayed their role in it, or maybe they downplayed other things about you. Maybe they completely made everything about you about that mistake, or maybe they overreacted, or maybe they just wanted to make you the bad guy so much because they were hurting because of it, or maybe it wasn't even your mistake. Maybe this person just can't look themselves in the mirror and be like, this was because of me, um I don't know. It could be anything, because it's a general reading. Then we have the Two of Pentacles bottom of the deck, and we have the Four of Cups. This person projected some sort of loneliness facet on you. That's what I'm picking up. Something that was related to loneliness over here, platonic or romantic. You triggered a part of them which is pretty lonely, and this person may have again had to deal with that. Maybe trust issues, overbearing, people pleasing, something like that. I'm just shooting in the dark with these examples, whatever floats your boat. And whatever triggered this person was something that was already pretty dormant or pretty clogged up. It's like it was there, and then you just went in with something, and divine orchestration. It's almost like it must have served the both of you, with tidy house, organization, clarity. It was divinely guided with the temperance for you both to deal with whatever was so clogged up between the both of you. I think this served as a, this served both of you, whatever happened between the both of you. This card fell out again, the Four of Cups. It's almost like it served the both of you, whatever happened. Like some major cleansing happened between the both of you, made you realize of your own shortcomings and what you can work upon. Of course, you can work upon anything. And I think that it made this person feel like at the moment that they didn't probably need you. Now that's where we're getting with this. They didn't need you, but I think this person is realizing that you did add value to their life. And in fact, with the Two of Pentacles, this is the second house. This is Taurus. This is like, you are someone that, I don't know, you look good, you do good, you are pretty wealthy. This person is almost like when they were too close to you, they didn't appreciate you. But now when they're at distance, they are able to see your good qualities. That's what I'm going to tell you. But I do feel that their emotions are not completely resolved. I think this person has unresolved emotions, and I think that that deep down, that if both of you try to get too close right now, I think I can't be sure, but I think that right now maybe the situation is too early to rekindle or do something about it. I'm hearing the words November and October. I don't know what's the significance of it, but there's something about that. And it makes me feel almost as if right now, if you try to do much about it, almost makes me feel like there would be a flood. Like you may project onto each other, especially this person. That's what I feel. So if you feel like you need to take a little bit of distance from this person, you need to maintain a little bit of distance with this person. I don't see anything harmful in that. It's not about being right or wrong. I think it's just about being a little bit sensible. That's what I'm picking up over here. So I'm going to take this card upright. We have Four of Cups again. Well, you need to give yourself the time as well, pile number one. I think that as much as we're talking about this person, I don't think you also have resolved or come to understanding as to how you really feel about this person. I think that this person makes you pretty anxious. I don't know if it's just about the way that they treat you. Your body doesn't feel very safe around this person anymore. You kind of feel anxious, like maybe you feel like smoking, you feel like drinking. It kind of puts you back in some sort of poor habit. That's what I'm picking up over here. It could be anything that triggers a little bit of reaction out of you, that is the way that your body uses to maybe deal with uncomfortable emotions. Now you may want to really think about it, because you know what, I think that I would really recommend you that with the intensity of what I am picking up over here, this is not just a little quarrel. This is, whether it's platonic or romantic, this is a divine connection you have with someone that serves a very good purpose. It's almost like the one that triggers you the most is the one that has come to set you free. That's what I'm hearing. So, this person is important on a very spiritual level for you. I'm gonna take this card upright. We have Mirak, embrace oneness with the universe. I think this ties in with what you see in this person, maybe something that is also in you. You mirror each other. You're like some strong mirrors of each other. That's what I pick up. It's a very interesting yet complex situation, and I, for some reason, I feel strongly in the hearts of my hearts that you already know all of this information. There's of course, your intuition that tells you a lot about this, and maybe your mental capacity doesn't really accept this information, and you need confirmation from outside, which is completely fine. You're still learning how to listen to your intuition. It's a lifelong process, but then again, I think that you know a lot of what to do with your situation. Like, you may be looking at other people or asking your other friends for guidance, but I think that you already know how you really feel about this, and your inner instinct, whatever it tells you about how this person's state of being may be, is something that I feel is pretty correct. And I have so much pain in my third eye right now. It's like maybe you're getting a lot of downloads about the situation. You need a little bit time alone to really listen to this. I think there are a little bit of light physical movement. Maybe going for a walk without music, or maybe sitting just in a cozy corner in your house, doing a little bit of yoga, or just relaxing out your mind will help those intuitive downloads surface louder on your at your brain's peripheral. That's what I wanted to say. Like, give it a little bit of space to give you information. I feel like it's not mandatory, but it's just recommended. It may help you. It may help you get 2 steps ahead of what your human instinct wants you to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's like human instinct talks about survival instinct talks about your ego. Its ego's first and only function is to keep you safe, and maybe it keeps telling you something, but your intuition may be telling you something else that goes above your humanly instinct, right? So the Fool, right, is somewhat where this situation, or your intuition is telling you about how to move forward with the situation. Let go or stay. This is what I'm getting over here. So you always want a definitive answer, let go or stay, but I think that the situation comes with its own ambiguity that only your intuition can help you understand about whether you rekindle this relationship with this person or not. Six of Cups, because maybe there's an opportunity around the corner, or maybe this person's already around, or you're thinking about it, thinking about reaching out or talking to them, or maybe they reached out. There's something over here that will happen in the future, and you kind of need to know what to do about it, because I think that your first instinct is to act according to how your trauma tells you to act about it, because your ego tells you how to protect yourself. Maybe it's fight or flight mode, right? So it's almost like your intuition will tell you how to deal with the situation better. Okay, so pile number one, this is your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Citrine along with the card of 10 of Pentacles, this is going to be your reading. We have a few pre-shuffled cards. So we're going to see what has this person realized about you. I think one of the first things is that this person feels that, you know, they can have a long-term relationship with you. Usually 10 of Pentacles refers to as some sort of legacy, longevity. I think this person recognizes that there's a possibility of having a long-term relationship with you. This person wants to invest in this relationship as well. I'm gonna take this card upright. We have listen. I wonder if this was in another pile or in another reading. I'm having a little bit of a deja vu, maybe. It's not exactly a deja vu, but my brain is glitching. I feel like this person is being angelically, or their intuition is telling them that this is an opportunity to invest. You are someone that they can invest in. There's something about their health also that I am picking up over here. I don't know if this person is someone that doesn't commit easily, because even though there's recognition about that, there's like so much hesitation, or like rather I'd say the word contemplation. I wonder what's the reason this person is not. I'm hearing the words willing to commit. I'm hearing the words self-doubt. It may be that they think it's not possible to make this happen. There's strong Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Sagittarius, as well as Leo, 5th house Leo, 5th house Cancer, 2nd house Aquarius. If any of that resonates with your own chart or your person's, if you're aware of it. The Tower, Scorpio energy, thank you, Spirit. We have the Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords. This person is aware of the fact that, you know, they have realized that they can have a relationship with you, but they have also realized that they have some sort of internal they have to make a decision whether they're going to give this a chance or not. I'm going to take this card. Take each day as it comes. It says, learn to monotask. Multitasking is your enemy when you're trying to maintain a calm mind. Fitting between your email box, that big report, and your notes for the meeting may make you feel more productive. But how can your brain get anything done when it's constantly switching between tasks? Focus on one job at a time, give your full attention to it. You'll probably find yourself getting loads more done and feeling less stressed to the boot. So I think this may be a message for you as well, that you're trying to think too much about what will happen over here. You should take a day at a time, because maybe you feel connected, maybe you really want this person. There's a possibility that you're really rooting for this, you really want to be with this person, or you just want to see what's going to happen here. I would say that this person does recognize, they have realized that they can have a long-term relationship, but maybe that's the thing that scares them. And this person may be avoiding you right now. I don't think that this person necessarily feels bad about taking their space, because I think that they're trying to take time to understand what would be the right decision for you, for them. Maybe for you, but for them is what I'm hearing. It's like I'm hearing this person asking themselves, what is the right thing for me to do for myself? I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? So this person may recognize that they don't feel like they have much to give. It could be in terms of money, or I feel like this person has had a revelation about something. It could be like a self-introspective phase where this person went inside and realized that, see, buyer number 2, it's possible that they don't really want to give because they don't have much to give, or they're just not willing to get past whatever is depleted in them, wherever it fears them to be in a relationship, wherever they have limitations. That's a possibility. Okay. Often we hear that somebody is unable to do that, but there's also a point where somebody maybe doesn't want to do that. It's kind of nothing related to you if you separate yourself from the situation and realize that they just don't want to do that for themselves. And there may be XYZ reason, but we kind of have to respect somebody else's choice, whether they want to do it or not, right? I think that is something that will help you in all areas of life. It will only make you stronger to recognize that about people. 5 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person has realized that they may not want to fight for this. It's a little bit like, yes, they do vision they see some sort of vision with you. They see what you do. They see the potential. But this person keeps going back and forth in terms of whether they want the situation to change or not. And I'm picking up on this card, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse from Spirit, which means that this person doesn't want to change their... I hear that they're okay in their comfort blanket right now, you know. They may not want to change things. Maybe they're comfortable with things how they are with you, and maybe that's something that you need to realize about this person. It's not about looking at somebody with rosy eyeglasses or them leading you on. Maybe you just need to accept this. I think when you start beginning to accept this, all of their behavior might start making sense to you. So how do they really feel about you? Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This person may not be open for a relationship. I do feel the need to say that, you know, this person recognizes the potential over here. I think that's a big part of their realization. They may be attracted to you. Yeah, they're pretty attracted to you with the Devil and the Ace of Wands. They want to give, but it's gonna be in a very limited form with the King of Cups and the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, excuse me. This almost gives me that this person will stick around till the time it's comfortable for them. But if you start making this uncomfortable for this person, if you start asking for commitment, or if you're committed to this person and you want to take this to the next level, whatever it is, I don't think this person may be very forthcoming, or they may start acting a little bit fishy. And that's because this person is not open to give more. This person knows, I would say that a part of realization is that they know, I think I should frame it like that, they know that they want to be single right now. It's not that they don't want to give, but they don't want to give past a limit. Maybe that means like commitment or settling down right now. They don't want to do that. um and that's the energy that I honestly pick up, that they don't want to give more to this relationship or the situation at hand. I feel like, there's two parts to this, and both of them come hand in hand. It doesn't have to be this or that. Things are not that simple in life, right? I think you can see that this person doesn't want to give more, but I can definitely tell you that they do notice you. You do stand out. They do understand what you are and what you're offering, and like, maybe they're just not understanding the value of it, or they just don't value it right now. There could be a number of things, or they don't know the value of it. But they do see you. They do recognize you. um I just can't place it any better. They do see you. Pile number two, they see you. Um, I just think maybe they don't appreciate you as much as you'd like to be appreciated. I'm gonna take this card in the reverse. We have the crossing, initiation. All cards that are about moving forward in life is something that I see this person kind of like resisting, rejecting. I feel like from spirit I'm hearing that they are kind of like subconsciously rejecting this. That's why they don't want to fight it. That's why they don't want to fight for it. Excuse me. It's like they probably know that you're waiting for them. They don't want you to pour in so much effort. It makes them feel guilty that they're running away from it. Maybe this is like a worthiness issue. Maybe this person is not aware of it, but deep down they don't feel worthy of being chosen by a person. They don't feel worthy of secure relationships. That could be it. I think that's important for you to know. You can't force somebody to start feeling like this is what they deserve, right? I think this person, I hear from spirit that this person may be feeling like they're in a good place after a really long time in their life. They don't want to rock the boat. I specifically heard that this person doesn't want to do the work on themselves. um they kind of just want to live life in the moment, whether it's like fun, having fun, doing things. They want to keep it light. They want to keep it lightweighted right now, and especially in terms of relationship and intimacy, I think it freaks them out, and that's why they're actively pushing you away or avoiding you right now, because they're aware of the fact that they see this longevity, and that is what I kind of feel like has started repelling them. They don't, it's not you. I don't think they're completely aware of it, but it's like the moment they started realizing that this could go somewhere seriously, they started like pushing you away. This is something that they started subconsciously doing. They didn't realize, but their programming, their mental programming, it's like the ego started doing what it always does best, is to protect protect them. So their ego probably started telling them that no, 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 this is not safe right now. We're in a good place right now. We don't want all that chaotic energy. Maybe they've had poor relationships. They're like, I don't want to suffer right now. I don't want to go through the highs and lows of it. I don't want to take the responsibility. It's like I keep hearing, I don't want to commit right now. This person is resisting it hardcore. Some part of it is, yes, subconscious. They're thinking that they're trying to protect themselves and their peace. um this seems like someone who has had a traumatic childhood, and that's why they're kind of referring it as, well, I'm finally finding some peace right now, and I just don't want to be in a relationship right now. Maybe it's been difficult for them and they don't want to go through that. So I'm not trying to defend them, but I kind of see their point of view from a third person. It's obviously easier when you're not involved in it. um but I think that this person may have very bitter memories of relationships, and they just don't want to go through that. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to be reminded of that. I think that's what it is. Like, and sometimes people just get tired of working on themselves, right? It's like Sometimes people just want to rest with who they are and be satisfied with what they are. So I think that even though you had a lesson involved over here, it's kind of like that's how much they're willing to participate, and you have nothing to do but accept what it is, right? I think that's what it is. So I'm gonna take this card upright. You're giving they don't want to give more, they don't want to invest more, because giving and receiving is almost not just like they don't want to give in more, but it's like they don't want to get attached. They kind of their brain, their body relates with the relationship deepening as pain, attachment, worrying, texting, waiting for texts, betrayal, power struggles. That's what I'm picking up, a very toxic dynamic that they've had. Maybe their last relationship was like that. So they had massive power struggles with that person, and this person just doesn't want to go through that anymore. So it's not that they're telling or they're saying that you're like that. It's just that their body, their nervous system still relates with the relationship deepening as that pain or trauma. So this person may not be over what has happened to them. This reminds me of um that image or that video that surfs around the internet, where a bear which was freed from a zoo was left out in the jungle, and the bear, even though it was in the forest, it kept on circling in a specific place. It's almost like the bear is still out of that zoo. It's been rescued, but even when it's open, the mind is so caged that the body still keeps falling what the mind perceives. It's like maybe this person has never had a healthy relationship, and this person maybe still be surrounded by those same key characters, or maybe they still live with their parents, or maybe it's so strongly for them that even though they may be out of it, they can't detach themselves from that experience. And I think that happens when somebody has not experienced anything healthy. So this person is avoiding commitment and deepening, and it's nothing related with you, honestly, because they just don't want to go through the feeling of pain anymore. I think this person turns into an anxious attachment style, because I constantly see someone waiting for somebody to reply. Maybe this person was with an avoidant before, or someone that used to run away from them, or they used to chase people, um and they see your value, they see you, that's what I keep saying, but they're just too stuck with that pain. You know what I mean? It's like I can't even blame them, because they're gonna heal from that memory or that pattern whenever they can. um that's why I feel like they keep saying that, you just have to accept it for what it is. You can't sit and force somebody to accept the love that you're giving them till the time uh, they may attach love with so much pain they may have never experienced. So I feel like that's why they keep relating with relationship as pain. They're not over their past, right? Seems like this person is hurting quite a lot. They may be very triggered as well, right? So I'm gonna pull out a few more cards before I conclude this. I think that's why this person lives moment to moment. They keep saying, I'm in a good place, I don't want to ruin it for myself right now. Maybe they're not as stressed as they used to be, right? Six of Pentacles again. I think they keep talking about the give and receive. They may not want to, they know that they can, but they may not want to continue to. Yeah, Eight of Cups. They may not want to. They may have suddenly ghosted you or distanced themselves from you because they just don't want to invest in this anymore. It's like they fear. It's like somewhat I do feel that they're somewhat self-sabotaging it, because they're just their body is getting alarmed. No, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt, because maybe they're getting attached to you, maybe they're getting fond of you. There's something that's happening, but this person is choosing to remain stern with their decision that they're not gonna invest anymore. I think that it's safe to say this person recognizes this. They're making a very conscious choice of not investing anymore. We have Six of Cups Cups, Six of Pentacles twice over here. And that's the energy that I've been picking up, that this person feels like they don't have any more to give. They find it, dangerous to give more in this situation. Okay, so pile number 2, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you choose the Ocean, Jasper, and the card of Queen of Wands, this is going to be your reading. I have a few pre-shuffle cards. We're going to view them as I feel guided to. One of the first things that I immediately hear with the Queen of Wands, this person realizes your worth. This person understands something that they overlooked. Okay, it's not about just beauty when we see the card of Queen of Wands. The most beautiful people are the ones that imitate this sense of self when they're around you. The person that imitates the most confidence in a room, the person that, and you get that confidence by some sort of experience. You get that confidence by, not by external factors. It's like if somebody comments on your Facebook picture or your Instagram picture and they say you're beautiful for a few, for a brief moment, let's put it like that, for a brief moment, whatever it may be, it'll make you feel very beautiful. But then gradually that will fade away. It's, like a sticky note on your forehead. It loses its adhesive and then it falls off. So it's like it's sticking with you till the time it does, and then it falls off, and then again you kind of start feeling insecure in yourself, right? Because you're not able to yet validate that or bring that to yourself, right? So in that sense, I think what I am picking up for you is that this person may have been someone that was somewhat intimidated by you. They may have done something wrong. And I think the intimidation factor may have kicked in rather later. It's almost like this person, once they had the time to think about what they had done, or how they fumbled the ball, or what they had done to this situation with you, I think that this person was almost like, well, oh damn, and then they started getting intimidated by you. It's almost like they took you for granted or lightly before any of this really happened, right? I do feel that this person wishes to communicate with you like you used to. Either you were old friends, classmates, exes, there's something of that sort. There is a possibility of this being an older connection. We have the Ace of Swords. I told you, this person wishes to communicate with you. This person thinks, I feel like wishes to. I feel like they want an easy route to that. The Page of Cups and the Moon. Because this person simply wants to clear the air, or they just want to make that peace offering indirectly. This person wants to kind of show you through gestures or the way that they're around you. I almost feel like this person wants to bump into you physically. They don't want to take charge of the situation. They want to organically make this right. It's almost like if the universe brings the both of you together, this person wants to. This person, I think that they genuinely, I keep feeling this I keep feeling this need, or like I keep feeling this. I think maybe it sits in their guilty consciousness. Maybe this person is not able to forgive themselves for not knowing what they didn't know, or maybe the way that they treated you, because I feel like they keep making me feel this feeling that your person keeps going back to is how they used to behave or how they overlooked you. um I'm hearing the words bestowed upon us. It's almost like it makes me feel as if like the universe, they almost had you and then they lost you, and that's what hurts the most. It's like they couldn't completely get you, and that could be quite pun intended, because maybe this person actually didn't get you as a person, as who you are. They never really completely understood you or got the chance to really do that. I'm gonna take this card in the reverse. Perfect storm, the courage to step into life. Well, I think one of the first things, this being in reverse, we have 44, that's a mirroring number, makes me almost feel as if this is someone who fears taking lead in life in some areas. I think that this person had an opportunity to be with you, platonic or romantic, to just have you in their life. And I think that physically, you're a pretty person, you're a beautiful person. I had laid eyes upon the most, probably, how that sentence goes, the most beautiful person I had laid eyes upon. And you captivated them because of your inner aura, your confidence, right? There's a lot about confidence. And it's not literally that it means that you're boastful. I think that sometimes if you have a question like, how do I come across as confident? It's just a little bit of surety in self. It's just being who you are. And you do that really well. Maybe you don't understand how you look to another person. Maybe you're too used to your own behavior and your looks. But that's how this person sees you. And I'm hearing a lot of people around you. And this kind of confidence is earned through tough situations in life. The more you become what you call self-assured, that's the best way I can describe this. And I think that this person, they didn't get you. They did not get it's There's a reason why the universe hides our value. You maybe you also wanted them too badly at one point, but it's almost like they knew that this. So when the perfect storm card comes in, it's almost like there was a chance, there was a window, there was a door open. This person could have had you. But circumstances played out in such a manner that they simply couldn't. They fumbled the ball, maybe they were distracted, maybe the universe tested them. There's a number of things, right? I'm gonna take this card. We have you are in control. Just breathe. Breathing exercises are a good way of bringing instant calm if you're feeling panicky or tense. Take 10 slow, deep breaths. Visualize your feelings of worry and anxiety and release those feelings as you breathe out. It's a good idea to take 5 minutes to do this every day, perhaps first thing in the morning or during your lunch break. So I think that maybe the bond was too strong. However, it collapsed between the both of you. At that time, this person may have been someone that was not able to cope up with or digest, or they just didn't have the stomach for this connection. I think that it took a toll on this person, and it's not at all to say that um well, it's like, then you might ask, like, why did it come at that point, right? Because there's a reason for everything. um all of us help each other in really minute or at a very large scale to push each other in the right direction. And sometimes things are not easy as ABCD, that we met a person we feel a very strong connection with, and that's our Romeo and Juliet, right? That's just kind of how life is. And I think over here, I feel like maybe this person later on realized that this may have been the one, or this may have been a very good connection between the both of you. I think this person feels that, they connected with you on an intellectual level. You are very smart, and with the moon, a very deep person. And you are beautiful, and you are mindful, and you are courageous. There are so many good things about you that you may have just thrown it out of the window because you felt like this person didn't choose me, and maybe I don't have much in me. I think that point, that rejection may have made you feel like you've reached rock bottom, or if not to that extremity, you did feel shook. Because if this person had chosen you, you would have again gotten that confidence from an external factor. And the moment this person would, and if they had walked out of your life at that point, they would have taken that validation with them. Again, you would be left with where you started off in terms of your self worth. And I don't think that it's very helpful to. It's like, a lot of us do that. We subconsciously pick a person that has a trait that we don't. So if somebody is more attractive than us and we feel like we're not that attractive, or if somebody has a better, if somebody has or seems more confident and attracts us to them, we feel like being with this person would also make us feel like somebody. It's almost like certain things that you're very attracted to in another person are things that you may find lacking, or things you may find yourself seeking within yourself. Um, so it's almost as if like you're seeking that security in some form, you're seeking that external validation. And I think this was spirit's way. I am not sure why this message comes in. I think that this was a spirit's way of maybe this tough situation almost coming in your hand and slipping away, because the moment it slipped away, it forced you. And I know that can sound pretty rough on you, but I think that was the only way you would have learned how to really make yourself feel like who you are, because you were so busy with what this person thought of you, with what this person wanted, with what this person was going to do, that it's almost like you really forgot who you are. You kind of like um you camouflaged, or you just buried all of what you are because this person simply couldn't come through. That's what I keep feeling. It's almost like it was all based off whether this person comes, oh, I'm perfect. If this person doesn't come, I'm probably trash. So that was an extremity, or maybe a part of you that you were dealing with, which was very important. I think, on the other hand, this person still lives with the guilt of letting you go, which is so funny here. We were thinking that we're nothing, and somebody is literally forever in debt with, you know, their guilt. So we have Four of Swords in reverse. This tells me that you should keep moving forward. You should keep doing whatever you were doing before. You should keep um you should keep doing the things that make you happy. Don't try to alter yourself into a definition what anybody else expects out of you. Don't follow the timeline of other people. um I wonder if you worry about your age, whether you're growing older and you don't know what you're doing in life. I think you should give it a little bit more introspection. I think you should give it a little bit more time for it to pan out for you. Something that needs more character development as of now, in the sense it's like it needs, when I say character development, it means that there's more chiseling required, there's more deepening required, um there's more to be experienced or found out about self. There's more to unravel. There's more personality, skills, traits, things that need to still come out of you for you to completely understand where you belong. That's what I feel, because it's just learning and searching for who you are. That's what I feel. Spirit is just saying who you are. It's not with a question mark. It's just who you are. So we have the card of open up. I think this comes in more for you. And for your person, we have the crown chakra. Oh, this person, I don't know what your relationship with them is right now. They seem kind of like bogged down by what has happened. I feel the need to say honestly, not to the extent that their life is stopped. Okay? But at the back of their mind, they do carry this burden. It's almost like all of us have little pouches of regret, right? Maybe certain ways in which we behaved with other people, maybe certain ways in which we realize we're just humans and we tend to fuck up. And I think your name probably goes in one of those boxes for this person. Um, it's not as bad as you think. Um, this person doesn't think ill about you. It's just, I think that maybe this person gets pretty triggered when they're spoken or they're around you or something of that sort. I think the connecting energy between the both of you has transformed the way you see. So this situation helped you change the way you see this person. You may have placed them on a pedestal. You may have thought that this person is actually very great. You may have thought that they would give you the world that you deserve or you desire for yourself. But this person, I feel like, and I don't want to degrade them, but in terms of what you want, this person only fulfills 10% of that, is what I'm clearly hearing. They don't fill more than a quarter of what you want. And I think that if you were to settle for this person, it would have made you sad. There was this thread that I was reading on Instagram. Imagine being the one that they settled for. It's like a lot of people settle, but then there was this person who commented, I really wish that I am somebody that uh, I really wish that I am not that person that somebody settles for. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about not settling, but what about the person that we chose that doesn't completely satisfy us? Like, it's almost like that guy was talking about the fact, like, I would literally be in shambles if I figured out that somebody settled for me and I'm not everything that they wanted. And it would indirectly just make them feel shit, because, they're like, what am I not doing right? Because if that person is just not what you want and you're trying to constantly change them, they're just going to feel shitty by the end of the day. They're just going to be like, well, you find everybody else better but not me, right? And that's just how it's going to make them feel. So I think I just wanted to offer you a little bit of a perspective as to maybe a little bit of peace of mind, maybe a little bit of mental resolution, that if you have resentment, if you have anything against the universe or this person, why didn't come through, or things like that, it almost makes me feel as if you feel pretty aggressive, or there is aggression within you you're not healthily able to express. And I think this is a good point of view to realize that you may have dodged a bullet, but in some shape or form, maybe this person did too, and that's why they slipped away from your hands, because it wouldn't have been a good match. Because maybe you would have kept on trying to mold them into somebody you would have wanted them to be. I think you need to kind of accept they want everything that you wanted. You may have been settling, and it's not because they're not good enough for somebody else. If there are things in them, they will probably change them for better, because this person also deserves love. But then again, I think that maybe it's just about compatibility. Maybe you do need to realize that maybe it's just about compatibility over here. I'm not sure if they're a bad person or good person. um I don't think that we're somebody to label people as that sort. We may have opinions, but I feel like if you're not compatible with somebody, it doesn't make them a bad person, right? So pile number 3. This was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I do hope that this was helpful. If it was, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the Two of Cups, Two of Hearts energy along with the card of along with the stone of Phosphosiderite. So something about here sounds like communication. My bad. Something that I'm hearing is surrounding the tones of communication. Maybe this person was not very communicative. Maybe this person was not very vulnerable. Maybe I'm hearing the words exposure. So these are few pre-shuffled cards I'm going to open as I am guided to. So I feel that there's something about communication that your person has realized about you. We have the card of refusing to see. Yes, because this person was in an autopilot mode before. This person was not very, very open maybe to this relationship. And I think that a lot of what this person was doing was something that they were not completely aware of. It's kind of like how we can say somebody doing the best of what they understand the best. It's almost like, you know how they say that forgive yourself because you only did what you knew was best at the moment. That's the kind of situation that I'm picking up over here with this person. I do feel that this person feels pretty guilty about it, whatever that was. I think that this person tries to brush it off. I think that this person is, I'm hearing from spirit that this is not a bad person, but they are genuinely very fearful of maybe commitment or vulnerability. If this is a platonic relationship, it almost makes me feel as if, you know, because there could be a platonic undertone as well, or there could be good friendship between the both of you. And I think that this person is someone that inherently has become someone that takes a little bit of time to trust. So they kind of, they don't realize maybe, but they put people through tests, or as life unfolds, as a story unfolds, they like to see people in different situations. They try to observe. It's a little bit of hypervigilance, agreed, because they don't trust. So they employ people in such situations, or when situations arise like that, they see how the person is behaving towards them. It's almost like if, you know, there are mutuals and somebody they know talks ill about them, this person would want to know what you would say, or they would send that person to you. It's almost like this person has tricks. Okay, I think that this person puts people through the test whether they can trust them or not. Maybe loyalty is an issue with this person, that they can't trust a lot of people. So I think that this person sees people. So if, you know, there's somebody that talks ill about them and they send that person to you, or you're around that person, this person would want to know what that person said, or this person would want to know that how you reacted to what that person said about you. It's almost like this person expects loyalty a little bit before they give it to somebody else. It's almost like they kind of don't realize that they are also supposed to give that in return. And I think that this person is pretty moldable, or like they're a little bit gullible. They probably come across as pretty defensive, but what I really feel is that this person is someone that I think if you tell them a thing or two, they get pretty convinced, or they get swayed away. It's because this person doesn't trust themselves, so it's pretty easy to manipulate them. There's some root chakra issue over here. Almost makes me question, you know, like, this person, can they give the loyalty that they expect from other people? It's almost kind of like that. I'm gonna use the deck, shuffle a few cards, see how they really feel about this situation with you, what they have realized. I feel guided to take this card upright as well, sacral chakra. So if this is romantic, they have feelings for you. I keep saying the word platonic. It's possible that somebody over here picks this pile for a friend or somebody platonic in their life. And I think that you may not know that this person actually is attracted to you, or they find you very attractive as a person. Um, it doesn't have to be that they're interested in the other gender always. It can just be that they find you very attractive. But for others, I do feel that if this person has been slightly bisexual, or has a little bit of bloodlines, this person does find you very attractive. And I think that it does shed a little bit on their insecurities of not feeling good enough in themselves. I also feel like this person thinks that you think that you're superior than them. Or I think that if they do think like that, it's because they feel inferior and they think that you're superior, honestly speaking. I think that with the Two of Cups, what I feel with Two of Cups is equality. It's like they expected you to give them something they didn't give you. Now whatever that means, I don't know, whether it's money, it's love, it's respect, it's dignity, it's communication, it's trust, it's effort, it's time, I don't know, it's friendship, it's love again. It could be n number of things, but it's almost like if this person was just giving you, for example, if this person was just being sleazy, if this person was putting in less effort, if this person was somebody that you were just hooking up with, had a sexual relationship with, it's like this person had feelings for you. They never probably told you that. That's the catch. Spirit tells me that's the catch. So this person projects in a form where you may have a strong connection with this person, friend or not. Ooh, we have 222. It took me a little while to see that, right? Triple two is over here. So you may have actually a connection with this person, especially if you've been seeing 222. And I think that this person took them a lot of time to realize. I'm hearing outstanding amount. I think in this situation it talks about the fact that this person always had feelings for you, never told you that, never communicated. It's like it doesn't come off their lips. I see like those words sitting on this person's lips. It's like almost I could just stutter them all out, but they just never tell you that. They just never told you that. They never tell you that they love you. They still do. They've always had feelings for you. They never tell you that. What have they realized? It's that I'm hearing the words buffoon. It's almost like this person thinks they're a fool, that they never let you know that they have always had feelings for you. Seven of Swords in the reverse. A pickle. I'm hearing it's such a pickle. I'm hearing that song, You're Such a... The song by Kanye West. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. Your boyfriend is a jerk. It's kind of funny. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, nurture. I think in relation to you, this person has realized that they're not as loving as you may be. That's one thing why they think that they don't... There's a connection, but they still don't feel very connected with you. How does that work? I think that if you're in that situation, you may understand that. It's almost like when you're on the internet and you read a poem, and it only like... The thing about writing is so beautiful that it almost translates, or it kind of changes a little bit of the meaning as to who the person is reading, or what experience that is, right? Or what experience they've had. And I think over here it's almost like, of course, this whoever chose this pile, like, you would understand exactly what it means when I say that, because it's almost like this feeling that I know that I have a connection with you, but I just feel so out of touch with you now. I feel like I can't completely express, or I don't feel like I'm welcomed back over there. It's like an abandoned house, and you're kind of scared if you can find those same memories over there, or can I go and maybe refurbish it. It's almost like a feeling of, it's like a lost, um it's like an abandoned house where you kind of go to with a lover, and you kind of like do naughty things over there, but they're out of love. And it's almost like, I think that the abandoned house maybe talks about this person. They may have suppressed their moments with you because they were not lust, they were of love. That's what I'm realizing over here. It's like the chemistry was so good, it could be perceived as lust, but it was not. And I think that maybe you both grew apart. And I'm hearing from spirit that whenever you do find this reading, whenever you do think of this person, and you generally do find this reading, it's like the universe's way of conveying that maybe right now they're also thinking of the same thing, that they feel this connection, but they feel so out of connectivity with you. They feel out of touch with you. They don't feel like they're welcomed. The Wheel of Fortune over here. So with the Devil, oh, and the Knight of Cups, it's like this person thinks that you may have been the one genuinely, um that they were never ready for. It's almost like there was the right person at the right time, but I could just never see them. It's almost like maybe this person was busy pursuing other things, or maybe this person was blindsided to it naturally, that they didn't understand what they were doing. And I think that's why it brings us to this, um to the introduction, that I said that this person did what they thought was best at the time. It's almost like if they weren't in touch with their feelings, how could they express that to you, right? And now maybe this connection has come to cease. Like maybe now you guys are not talking, maybe you're just not in touch with each other, maybe it's long lost, and you sometimes think of that person. Maybe it's possible that you could be moving on, you could be in other relationships. You just don't stop loving a person if you used to love them, right? So I think that's what is over here. It's almost like, I just want to tell you that you're not wrong for feeling what you do. It feels a little bit illegal to say, because it's something that my mind is probably conditioned to think, but I think that it's not wrong to have love for two people. I don't know what that means, but maybe this is a message for someone that is in a relationship with somebody else and you're thinking about a past person. I don't know, but um it's almost like your heart doesn't work the way your mind does, right? So whatever that means for somebody, right? So I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have detox, cleanse, and restore yourself. So I think that in terms of, I feel like this is for you. I think that you may be someone that you need to know that you are not over this person. You are not done with them. And you can state all sorts of reasons, such as, like there's a pending contract, I still feel for them, da 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 da. But I think that if you just de-spiritualize and demoralize, and if you just think from a humanly perspective, you don't just have a start and a stop button for your feelings. If they're there, they're there. You can't shame yourself to get over someone. I think the only way you can genuinely do that or get somewhere with it is by embracing all of it. Whether you're in a relationship with somebody else or not, whether this is someone you feel like you shouldn't be thinking of them, but you still do, right? So heck with it. What are you gonna do? Sue yourself? I mean, like I think that maybe there's a part of you that needs to be a little bit like interrogated by me, like why you bullying, pile number 4, why you bullying pile number 4. It's like, stop bullying yourself, because there's nothing you can do. You can't shame yourself into a greater version of yourself, right? It's the same thing that you're also doing the best that you can in this moment, and there's so much love that you have for this person that you don't know where to pour. um Maybe it's just meant to go back into yourself, because there's somewhere where I feel like the fates have separated you. There's, like, we don't understand the greater plan. We can only trust that this is something that is for our betterment in life. There are certain things that you and I cannot understand, certain contingencies or adjacent possibilities that we really don't understand why or why not we can be with a certain person, right? So I think that just embrace it. I'm hearing a bad apple. Maybe you think that this person is not a good influence on you. Still, there's like, you know, feelings over here. And I feel so anxious because I think that you're attached to this person. A part of you used to go to this person when you used to feel pretty lonely, right? And maybe now that you are wiser and you are stronger and loving yourself, you can accept that part of loneliness without needing this person. There's always levels to this shit. Like, life keeps bringing us new things to experience, all about ourselves. Where you go, where you travel, where you stay, where your house is, the kind of people that you have, the kind of people that you date, the kind of people that you choose, the kind of people that you befriend, the kind of pets that you keep, if you keep any pets, like, you know what I mean. It's like all of this, you find yourself in different circumstances and situations where you find out about yourself, and this is simply just another situation that I see that you are experiencing yourself through this person. So that's an alternate perspective that you don't really get to resolve by belittling yourself, like, why do you have feelings for this person? Like, you can't sit and do that to yourself. Am I right or am I wrong? So, wow, pile number 4, you have so many cards about detoxing yourself. See, we have detox, and then we have me talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. And then we have another card which talks about rest, recuperate, and restore. I'm going to read out what this one says because this is an advice for you, okay? This says, don't be alarmed by an alarm clock, lol. It sounds simple, but it may improve your sleep and in turn your energy and mood. Your phone emits blue light, which disrupts your body's preparation for sleep and makes it harder for you to drift off naturally. It is a good idea to stop looking at your phone an hour or two before bed. Keep your phone out of your bedroom and get an alarm clock instead. Okay. So maybe this is like, the first thing that I guessed was that maybe you've been watching a lot of tarot readings before you go to bed, or you're consuming some sort of you're just consuming some sort of information or content, basically. And I think that Spirit is recommending that, the first thing that I thought is maybe you can start reading a little bit of a book. So, like, if you are someone that struggles with um having a short attention span, which we apparently all of us do now, you can just tell yourself that I'll just read a page, and then when you get engaged, you start reading as much as you can. I see it's not a marathon that you have to finish up the book, you just have to soak up the goody good, right? So start reading a book, maybe. Or you can listen to some music as well. That's what I feel. Although it kind of defeats the purpose of not having a phone around, Maybe you just don't have to look at it. Maybe you can play a long playlist that is for, 1 to 2 3 hours. I usually listen to instrumental music of any sort, or ambient music, or nature sounds before I try to sleep, because it kind of just puts me in a little bit of a zen meditative state. I really do need that every day. I don't know, but in my own sense, it grounds me. It also helps me connect with my higher self. Music is my drug, honestly. So with the Me Talks card over here, pile number 4, I feel like you are someone that may be delaying this self-care. I don't know what it is. You know what it is, because I have not touched the deck since I shuffled the last card, and we have the Devil and Knight of Cups, which says introspection on it. And then we have Despair, 5 of Swords. Oh, this is 10 of Swords. So this is almost giving me that there's something that wants to come out. It can be a part of somatic healing. This can be almost like you just put on some music and you start shaking up your body. See, dance is something that, yes, there's choreography, but over here we don't require that. We just need to listen to how our limbs, our body, our spine, our head, everything, our spirit wants to move us through somatic healing. If you want to research about it a little bit more for your information, I think it's just about putting on some music, whatever seems soothing to you, and then just shaking it off. Because now that if you understand how emotions work, there's probably some sort of pent up feelings that you have towards this person that need some sort of physical shake from your body to get out. It's a little bit more softer than perhaps having like a Britney Spears breakdown, if you know what I mean. It's almost like these kinds of feelings, I think, just need a little bit of shake up, a little bit of space, just literally create the room for it, pun intended. Like, create your room for it, light up a few candles, dim the lights, put on some music, and just shake your body however it feels. Don't judge your body for it. I think that the biggest message that I do get for you is that don't judge your body for it, okay? So, pile number 4, this was your reading. I'm gonna leave it over here. If this was helpful, please let me know. Let me know down in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. I am open for personal readings. If you do want to contact me, email is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 5. This is going to be your reading. If you choose the Rose Quartz and the card of 3 of Wands. So this was a very interesting card because it had the image of 3 chubby little naked babies. This kind of gives me a little bit of like Cupid's arrow vibes. I don't know why, because of the chubby little babies. Quite chubby. Very cute. I think that the energy that I get from this pile is a lot about maybe this person having a crush on you, this person realizing that they're falling for you, this person having very soft, tender feelings. On the other hand, I see a little bit of sadness. I see this person kind of feeling pressured under their own idealistic expectations of what they think you would accept. Oh, I was about to say they think you should be, but then I think that this person has some sort of expectations about, they think that you wouldn't be with someone who's so, I don't know what brackets they're referring to. You may know the first 2 things that come to your head. I think there's a little bit of judgment in this connection about physical appearance or things that seem trivial, like surface level things, something about that. There's a little bit of immaturity between the both of you, but all in all, I think that the both of you feel pretty safe with each other, feel pretty nice. You guys probably talk a lot to each other, or you can talk for hours with each other, is what I'm hearing. Talk for hours to each other. I have a few pre-shuffle cards. I want to see what comes up, but before that, I'm gonna take the tarot deck, pull out a few cards, see what they have realized about you. I think pile number 5, this is going to be in correlation with how they feel about you, because there's a lot about how they presently perceive the situation to be at hand. I'm hearing money minded. This person could be money minded, you could be money minded, or they perceive you to be as pretty wealthy or money minded. I don't think it's got a negative connotation. I feel like maybe you're just pretty wealthy, or you look like you do well for yourself. You may have a small business, specifically, is what I'm picking. I'm going to take this upright. We have the 8 of Cups. So this person is letting go of some sort of superficiality, is what I'm hearing for you. I specifically hear I change for you. I'm going to take this into reverse. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. It could be that maybe this person was hung up on their past. I specifically feel like they could have been hung up on an ex, what had happened, or they actually had feelings for that person, or they're actually leaving someone behind for you. But for majority of you, this is a very specific message. That I'm getting, that they had feelings for somebody else, so they're leaving behind because they think that you are healthier. They may have been at a fork road, and I think this person is making a conscious choice to go with what seems more unfamiliar to them. I think this person wants to dig in deeper into their own trauma. I think this person is troubled by something of their own, or some problems or some pattern of their own that they want to change. There's somewhere where this person feels like they should do that work. They should be doing that work. I think that the motivation or the inspiration is you, but they're actually wanting to do that so that they can ultimately have better for themselves. It's like this person has had maybe an epiphany or angelic revelation. Maybe you prayed for this, or maybe this is something that just their angels thought it's the right time. So I think this is what is happening right now. This person is willing to do that work. They're trying to do their best to understand how to move forward, with this. So I'm going to take a pre-shuffle card. I'm going to take this upright. Heal. Very nice, very nice, very nice. So this is a confirmation for what I've been saying. So this is very good. This is very good. You know how this card really shows chains, but I have always perceived them as DNA. So DNA talks about generational patterns or things that you have learned from others or your parents, right? Your primary social exposure, your family. So there's something that this person used to do. I'm hearing emotional unavailability. So maybe this person was attracted to a person or had attachment or feelings towards another person that was unhealthy for them until they came across you, and they're realizing that they want to choose better. That's what I keep saying, right? So gotta take this card in the reverse. We have flashovers all in your head in the reverse. So I think that what I'm picking up intuitively with this card is a lot about how this person is learning positive affirmations. This person is reparenting themselves. So if they were pretty emotionally neglected by their parents, they may be someone that finds it safer to be in relationships with people that are emotionally unavailable, right? And they may also be the same kind. And I think that you also may understand this part of life, and I think this person is learning to reaffirm this, that they can do it, they can be in a commitment, they deserve that love. It's almost like this person is reparenting themselves. When there's a cognitive thought process like, no, I can't be in that relationship, I'm not worthy, what would they like in me, and sort of things like that, which are like subconsciously playing out like the back of your head, and why you're making conscious choices because of that. It's almost like this person is consciously kind of like picking on those thoughts, and they're recorrecting it. They're like, no, I am worthy, I am good looking, I'm also hearing from somebody, I'm tall enough for this, I can make more money, because I pick up that this person may be a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, but I'm picking up on a lot of masculine traits. It may talk about them not trusting their own masculine energy to manifest more in their life, because maybe there is an issue about abundance, maybe there's an issue about money, because you need money to survive in life. You need, and if you want a lavish life, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a part of abundance. There's nothing superficial about that, right? So I think that this person is wanting to bring in more into their life. They want to level up, and that's just, it's just timing, you know. I don't want to debunk your importance in this person's life, but I think that it's important to figure out and not place your self-esteem on the fact that they're changing for you, because it's time for them. This is just something that is happening with your presence in this person's life. It's almost like, you know, maybe other people wanted them to change, but it didn't happen because it wasn't time for them. Everything happens in its own divine timing. But I feel like you are that it girl or it boy. That's what I keep hearing. You know, I don't even use that word, but it's like I'm getting that. We have the justice in reverse. So I feel like, you know, this person is still closing out a karmic cycle, and maybe this is someone that's from your past. Now that's what I'm picking up. It could be optional, okay? But this is someone that maybe from your past that is still winding up that cycle that exists from a past life, is what I'm hearing. So maybe they were in a relationship with a karmic past life person or soul, right? I think that was there prominently. I'm going to take this card in the reverse. Stars in the sky, limitless possibility, number 51, reduced to 6. Very, very, very interesting. I am seeing judgment, which talks about realizations and epiphanies, and then we have 5 of swords. I really feel like this person is reprogramming themselves, trying to believe that they can get better in their life. Maybe this person was choosing bad relationships because that's just what they thought they deserve. You know, it's ultimately like we accept the love we think we deserve, and this person differs, you know, begs to differ. This person is like, no, I don't believe in that anymore. Like, I feel like I deserve pile number 5. I deserve better. They represent more healthy relationships in my life. I've struggled with that, but I can always make a better choice. So there's some sort of optimism that I pick up on this person's end, where they're like, I want to make a better choice. And I think that this card being in reverse is something that talks about they couldn't see this potential before. You know, maybe they couldn't see this potential before of growing old with you, is what I was almost about to say, and becoming better. So I think that, you know, since this is a general reading, I'm trying to be very careful with my readings, not take away from the optimism and the glory of it, but also remain ground-footed in this reading. I think that over here, this is just talking about if you're energetically connected with this pile, this is someone that's choosing you. This is someone that's choosing the harder path. I'm going to put it in that manner, that it's someone that is finally able to see that potential within themselves. Maybe you always saw that potential in this person because you saw them at a soulful level and they saw that in you. But this person couldn't see that in themselves, you know. That's what happens. It's like we will see the potential in a stranger, but we won't be able to see that in ourselves. That's what is happening over here. That's what happened over here. I'm going to take this card which says prioritize your happiness. So this says just say no. If you often feel pressured into saying yes to things you don't really want or have the time to do, you're not alone. It's understandable. You don't want your friends to think you're antisocial or your colleagues to think you're lazy. But cramming everything into your schedule will only make you stressed and burned out. Learn to say no from time to time and prioritize your well-being. Good friends will totally understand. So I wonder if this is you. This could be a very valuable piece of information that comes through for you at this specific time, considering if you find yourself feeling pretty burnt out, if you find yourself feeling pretty tiresome, if you find yourself feeling pretty meh and you want to spark up your life, you want to do something interesting by yourself, you want to spend time with yourself, if you want to put healthy boundaries in your workplace, if you're not getting paid for overtime, or if you're not, you just feel like you know there's something very related in both of your and your person's foundational level underlying energies, is almost like feeling um undeserving of a lot of things you ask for. If it's, you know, this person wants more space, because I think that this person, when it comes to this person, for them prioritizing their happiness, maybe that this person has realized all of this but they're not coming forward with it, and you may be in disbelief, like, is that really happening? But I feel like it is. But the only thing that I see over here is almost like, you know, this person needs a little bit more time to themselves. Maybe this person feels overburdened because, you know, with all the DNA healing and everything generational that I pick up, it takes a toll on you, and you must know when you're healing, it takes a physical toll on you. So I think that with the Three of Wands, this really ties in as someone that's leaving the past behind, anticipating this union or reconciliation in the future, but right now maybe they're saying no to it. You know, I feel like this can send mixed signals to you. This reading may be like something that comes in with a glimmer of hope, then takes quarter of it, you know. But I'm just going to be very honest with the energies that I pick up over here. I think that they're saying no to this connection right now because maybe they don't have the time for it, maybe they have different priorities, or maybe they think that it's important for them to focus on their health, their well-being. Something about, again, I keep feeling like there's something very strong about physical appearance. Maybe this person wants to work on their self-esteem, the way they feel about themselves. Maybe this person feels fat, you know, there's something about being fat over here. Or maybe they think that they're too thin, you know, there's something about body positivity that I pick up that this person wants to work upon. Maybe they start feeling too inferior because of the way that they look. You know, body dysmorphia is very real, and we can't make it insignificant as to how a person feels in terms of being loved when they're struggling with a big part of themselves that they see every day. We can't really invalidate and say that no, you're good enough. You know, it's their own journey, right? So I think I just had to put that out there. Maybe they're saying no to this right now. I don't know if this person is not around. That message applies heavily. If this person is still around, maybe it's a little bit distant, or they're saying no to other things. There could be multiple ways in which you can read this. You would know the best way it applies in your reading, right? You know your person better than I do. So I'm going to take this card in the reverse. We have Healing Begins. I feel like this is for you, pile number 5. There's something where you may be rejecting this person because they're taking time, or you're actually self-rejecting. You're saying that no, I don't want them around because you think that they will never show up for you, because there's a part of your feminine energy that is in disbelief that you deserve to be pursued or to be taken care of. There's some sort of contradiction. Like, I feel like a good part of you knows what you want, and you have defined your set of standards, maybe as a prominent feminine energy, you know, gender specific. Maybe you're a woman and you want to be pursued and taken care of by men, by a man, you know, just your primal nature. And I think that there's a little bit of disbelief in you that that actually is possible, that you can trust a man, he will take care of you, you can trust his leadership, he can make good decisions. I think that maybe you need to learn how to be more softer with yourself. You need to learn how to trust yourself and your own discernment, that you will make the right choice when it comes to your life partner. I also feel like saying that when you will have that life partner in front of you, you will know. This is not some filmy baloney. This is not something taken from you know, a movie. This is something that a lot of people around me have also experienced. So I just wanted to put that out there, that that's also something that I have begun to believe. Probably not mentally, but I listen to my body quite a lot. And if I feel anxious around someone, or I feel pretty closed up, you know, your body language, you can read it. So when you will be with the right person, your body will open, your body will be vulnerable. You as a woman, you will yourself become submissive to his leadership, because intuitively you would know that his discernment, his leadership is true masculinity. It can be trusted. Okay, so this is what I have for you, pile number 5. I think I'm gonna flip out a few more cards to see how's this person feeling, whether realizing what else does Spirit have for you before I conclude your message. Or there's something about, you know, the one. I feel that the one, that you won't feel hesitant it will just naturally happen. And if you don't feel like it right now, maybe you're just not ready, and there's nothing wrong in accepting that to you. It's not a marathon. It's not a competition who finds the right person as quickly. It's almost like it's all in divine timing. We have the Page of Pentacles. So stop settling for people that don't fulfill your needs. There's nothing shameful in wanting to be taken care of, wanting to be catered of, whether it's financially or in whichever form it is. There's something about here where you guilt trip yourself. There's too much out there about feminism, and feminism is misled 99% of the time. So till the time you don't have the right information, the right definition of feminism, don't fall into it. There are a lot of people that are circulating wrong information out there on the internet. If you are someone that is an old school person, if you are someone that believes in primal roles, if you are someone that believes in being a housewife, if you are someone that believes in being a provider and protector, whatever it is, there's nothing shameful in making the choice of what you want for yourself. Okay, it's ultimately how you create your reality. So remove that disbelief and shame for whatever you want. This is your life. Stop letting other people, or honestly, this can sound pretty contradictory coming from me, but you know whenever you take generalized sort of like whenever you take generalized advice, or you watch videos about, does that person like me, is he a provider, protector, you're already nullifying your situation, um because you're not getting what you as a person with the individual 100 unique traits combinations have, and the other person also in hindsight has. You can't apply that generalized advice or something that you read in a thread on the YouTube, or on Quora, Reddit, or Instagram, like all sorts of this baloney. Like, I would recommend that even if you're watching this reading, you still pray upon what guidance you really get. you know that's honestly how I move in life. I'm not saying that I don't consume tarot content. I absolutely love it. That's my way of supporting my other fellow readers. And sometimes, unexpectedly you find something that you really needed to hear, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, relying on yourself is another level of superpower to brag about. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to leave it at, pile number 5. If this reading was helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye.